Okay, so I have a song here that is in a little bit of a weird key, so it's going to work on bar chords. So bar chords, let me put that down. So bar chords are where you press down on two or more strings with one finger. Okay, usually it's your first finger, your pointy finger. So if I was, say, to play this chord, okay, what I'm doing is I'm pressing down on the 3rd fret with my first finger across all 4 strings. Okay, then with my 3rd finger pressing down the 5th fret on the G, and with my 2nd finger pressing down the 4th fret on the E string. So we end up with 5th fret, 3rd fret, 4th fret, 3rd fret. Okay, and this is a G sharp chord. G sharp or A flat. Okay, so G sharp. So yeah, that's right. If we say we're to slide down 1 fret, okay, that's actually a different way to play a G chord. You could play a G chord the traditional way, but you could also play it instead of 0, 2, 3, 2. You could play it 4, 2, 3, 2. Okay, so the first way with the open string on the G, you're playing 2 G's in the chord. This way, you're playing 2 B's in the chord. Doesn't matter because a G chord is made up of 3 notes, G, B, and D. And with 4 strings, obviously you have to double one of those notes. You only have 3 notes, G, B, and D. So with 4 strings, you're playing an extra note and it has to be one of those 3. Okay, so it doesn't really matter either way. But one of the benefits of a bar chord, playing it that way, okay, let's go back to the G. I moved my hand, but we were on the G. So I moved my hand, but back to the G. Okay, now if we wanted to play a G sharp, all we have to do is just move up 1 fret. Okay, because if we played a normal G with the open G string and move up a fret, now the G string stays where it is. It doesn't move up, and it has to. Okay, because without that, this is a G. Now if I slide up 1 fret without moving that open string, we end up with, yeah, that's G, not so good. Move up another fret, not so good. Move up another fret, that actually sounds alright. That sounds and that actually sounds good. But I think what's happening is we're getting into parts where the notes intonation is out of tune. But so anyway, with the bar chord, now that's a G. Since we have no open strings, no zeros to worry about, we slide up a fret and it's a G sharp. Slide up a fret and it's another way to play an A chord. Slide up a fret and it's an A sharp or B flat. Slide up a fret and it's a B. Okay, so these bar chords are nifty and handy. Okay, so anyway, on to the song Old Town Road by Lil Nas X. He's some like rapper guy and he did the song. But if we check out the actual song, it's in kind of a weird key. It actually samples from some other song by 9 Inch Nails, I believe. But anyway, the chords are kind of weird chords too. So all it is 4 chords for the whole song, so it's super easy, and I'm going to show you how to play it on ukulele, nice and easy. Okay, but technically the chords are a G sharp with no 5 in the chord. So it's a G sharp chord, but only with the 1 and the 3, without the 5. It's music theory stuff, technical stuff, but just trust me, I listened to the song a bunch and figured it out, and I believe it's G sharp, no 5 is what I would call the chord. Then the next chord is, I believe, a B sus2. And again, don't worry about it, just giving you the actual names. Then the next chord, I believe, is an F sharp 5 / C sharp chord. So again, kind of a complex chord. It's really easy to play on, like, say, a keyboard, okay, because you have 10 fingers, you can spread out, you can play all kinds of stuff, all kinds of notes and things, all kinds of complicated chords. Then the next chord is an E6 chord with, again, no 5. So it's just the E, the root note, the 3, G sharp, and then the 6, C sharp. So kind of weird chords. Okay, but what we're going to do is just simplify it and call it a G sharp, a B, an F sharp, and an E. Okay, and if you play along to the song, it totally sounds fine to me. Okay, so and that's how it's played. That's how it sounds. That's right about the tempo and everything. The rhythm and all that. Super simple. So now let's get to the chords. So the first chord, the G sharp, which we just talked about, is barring at the 3rd fret. So 5th fret, 3rd fret is the bar with my first finger. 4th fret. Did I say 5th? 3rd fret. 5th fret, 3rd fret is the bar. 4th fret with my second finger, and then 3rd fret again with the bar. So 5, 3, 4, 3. Okay, and that's the G sharp. Okay, then if we jump a chord and go to the F sharp, okay, remember the bar chord thing that we could kind of do that's magic just by sliding it around? If we move down 2 frets, we're now at F sharp. Okay, so I'm barring at the 1st fret, and now my fingers end up being 3, 1, 2, 1. And that's the F sharp. So G sharp is that chord shape, barring at the 1st fret. Okay, at the 3rd fret. And then if we slide down to the 1st fret, bam, that's the F sharp. Okay, now the B, okay, is probably already come up. It's not that unusual of a chord. Not unusual, not that the other one's unusual, just uncommon. A B chord is fairly common. And I'm just playing it actually with what's called a partial bar. I have my 3rd finger on the 4th fret of the G, my 2nd finger on the 3rd fret of the C, and then my 1st finger is pressing across the E and the A strings, both of them. So that's that partial bar. I'm just sort of barring across those 2 strings. So that's a partial bar. Okay, and that's the B chord. And then the E chord has definitely popped up, and that's just you could play it as starting from the G 4 4 4 2, okay, or 4 4 4 7, which I kind of like that form. There you go. The rain makes the ukulele go out of tune. the wood humidity. So anyway, so that's the song. So G sharp twice, the B chord, F sharp twice, and then the E twice. Okay, so let's play through it a couple of times. There you go. So we played through it 4 times. I like to do that, just it keeps a sense of 4 in your head. Okay, because a lot of music, especially popular songs, are in 4/4 time, which is lots of countings of 4s, 2s, 4s, 8s, things like that. So I like to do it 4 times just to keep it in my head that that's 4. But anyway, I won't even go through how many times for the verse, how many times for the chorus, how many times for this, how many times for the intro, outro. It's that all the way through. The only change, I believe, is at the very end of the song, it doesn't do the E twice, it does it once. So the very last time through all of this, it goes. And just stops there. I believe, from memory, from thinking of it. But anyway, that's the song. So, Old Town Road, super easy.